Hi, my name is Caitlin Younts, and here today we have a very special guest at the Muleskinner, Provost and Vice President of Academic Affairs, Phillip Bridgmon. Thank you for joining with us today, Phillip.
Thank you, my pleasure.
So I understand that you're from Arkansas Tech.
That's correct.
And what made you want to come to UCM?
Well, primarily the excellent reputation of the university, the strong academic programs, the very committed faculty and staff, but also the reputation of the leadership of the university, the importance of the university to Warrensburg. All of those things said to me that it would be a wonderful place to serve, and those are the primary reasons I thought that it would be a good fit.
I agree with that. How did you become interested in this line of work that you do?
Well, that's an interesting question. You know, I started out as a faculty member, inspired to teach by faculty that was very committed to helping students, and I wanted to do that for students. And then over time, what I realized is that I could move from focusing on my discipline and just my students and helping my colleagues to helping more students and more colleagues through the service of administration and leadership. Then I've had some folks that thought, you know, I was organized enough and had enough vision and perspective that I could help in terms of setting a vision and priorities for a department at the time. So I became a founding chairperson, and that's kind of the rest is history. And I have slowly had a very methodical, you could think of it as a traditional academic career, moving through all the faculty ranks, but also holding all of the positions customarily in academic leadership of a graduate coordinator, department chair, a dean, and now as a provost and VP AA.
What are some things you like to do outside of work?
Well, I have a young family. My wife and I have been married almost 20 years, and we have 3 sons. So outside of work, love to spend time with them, but also very committed to helping others through volunteerism, but also love to travel when I get a little time, also read.
Where are some places that you've traveled to?
Well, I've been fortunate. I've been to several foreign countries, been to Europe, been to China, been to Mexico, Canada.
All good experiences?
All terrific. Looking forward to the next trip for sure.
What's one place that you want to go that you've never been to yet?
I've been hankering to visit Spain and Portugal. I've been planning that for a while. Just work gets in the way, but as soon as I can work that in, I'm there.
All right.
Yeah.
What is one accomplishment that you are proud of that you've done in your life?
Anytime I see my colleagues do well, that's the one. And I could point to several, but I wouldn't want anyone to think I wasn't proud of their accomplishments. So when I see my colleagues do well, and many have had success at very high levels, that's what I'm most proud of, is thinking, what small role did I have, or did they say I had, even though they did all the work. That's when what we do is very rewarding.
Well, have you ever made like a big impact on somebody?
Well, you know, I've had students say, you're the reason I stayed in school. You're the reason I persisted and didn't quit. And so I would hope that was, I was one of many probably, but for them to say that is the most rewarding aspect of what we do.
Well, that's great to hear. Well, thank you for coming in today, Dr. Bridgmon.
Yeah, my pleasure.
It was
Thank
very
you.
nice having you.
Yeah, very enjoyable. Thank you.
My name is Caitlin Younts, reporting for the Muleskinner.